King Charles shares major health update and announces return to public duties. In an effort to do his bit and raise awareness of the illness, King Charles will pay a visit to a cancer hospital to interact with staff and patients. Charles has been particularly interested in cancer treatment for many years, and he now plans to use his campaigning passion to draw attention to the fight for a cure for what he once referred to as this beastly sickness. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Buckingham Palace said that the 75-year-old will shortly return to public-facing activities after a period of treatment and rehabilitation following recent cancer diagnosis, marking the first significant health update since his cancer diagnosis in February. The King's medical staff is extremely encouraged by the progress made so far, according to the palace, and they are optimistic about the King's future recuperation. In an effort to raise awareness and establish themselves as a prominent voice on the subject, the King and Queen will visit a cancer hospital on Tuesday to commemorate the milestone and speak with staff and patients. He will make an effort to show how you can carry on with your life and career while receiving cancer treatment. Charles has always expressed his support for cancer sufferers and organizations, and he has always had a particular interest in the treatment of cancer. He has supported Macmillan Cancer Support for over 25 years, and has met hundreds of people who are afflicted with the illness. In addition, the King supports a number of other cancer charities, such as Breast Cancer Now and Marie Curie Cancer Care. This Tuesday's event, which will be his first in front of the public since January 7, will emphasize the value of early diagnosis and showcase some of the cutting-edge research being conducted at the hospital with funding from Cancer Research UK. The King Charles Effect, or the spike in traffic to cancer support and information websites across the country, was brought about by Charles's decision to publicly disclose his cancer diagnosis. Charles received high appreciation for this move. Searches for NHS guidance on the illness rose by 51% in the day that followed the palace statement. On the day of the announcement, Macmillan's website received a 42% increase in hits. In an early indication that the King would use his illness to eventually promote the work of numerous cancer charities, aides posted a social media message from the organization 2 days after the news of his cancer diagnosis was made public. 25 years ago, Charles discussed the need to remove the myths and misconceptions which obstruct knowledge and paralyze action and rewrite the rhetoric of cancer in a speech at a Macmillan event. This summer, a more robust routine will resume with Charles's hospital visit. According to a representative for Buckingham Palace, doctors are sufficiently pleased with the progress made so far that the King is now able to resume a number of public-facing activities. His treatment course will continue. As needed, upcoming engagements will be modified to reduce any dangers to His Majesty's ongoing recuperation. He won't take part in the summer schedule in its entirety, but he will participate in events as long as the proper accommodations are made and physicians' orders are followed. The King is expected to attend important occasions including Royal Ascot, Trooping the Colour, D-Day Remembrance, and garden parties, according to aides, but the palace stated that nothing can be confirmed or guaranteed at this juncture. This advice also pertains to his planned autumnal travels to Australia and Samoa. A fresh, personal photo of the royal pair was unveiled by the palace to coincide with the good news of the King's deteriorating health. Charles and Camilla embrace, and Charles gives his wife a sincere, loving smile that stares right into the camera. The Prince and Princess of Wales' favourite photographer, Millie Pilkington, captured the endearing image in the Buckingham Palace garden on April 10, the day following their 19th wedding anniversary. Fiona Clare's indigo day dress with velvet trim is on Camilla. On Monday, May 6, which is the first anniversary of the coronation, the photo was taken. Their Majesties are genuinely thankful for the numerous kindnesses and good wishes they have received from all over the world during the joys and tribulations of the past year, a statement from Buckingham Palace stated as the first anniversary of the coronation approached. The Japanese Emperor and Empress will pay the King and Queen a state visit in late June, it was also announced on Friday. The visit was rescheduled from its initial spring 2020 date because of the coronavirus outbreak. On February 5, Charles initially reported that he had received a diagnosis of an unidentified type of cancer. He declared that he would be cancelling all of his public appearances. It happened fewer than 2 weeks following his hospital admission for prostate surgery. Since then, he has been following an outpatient treatment regimen, but he has continued to work for the state and complete official documentation in the background. In a positive indication of his recuperation, he began to gradually increase the number of private audiences he gave last month. On April 9, he hosted the Governor of the Bank of England at Buckingham Palace so that he could see his image on the new bank notes. This was his last public appearance. The King had earlier engaged in an unplanned walkabout while attending the Easter Matins service on March 31 at St. George's Chapel, Windsor. In the monarch's most public appearance since disclosing his illness, he startled well-wishers by ignoring advice and shaking hands with the masses.